Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this change, we would like clarify about material of pronunciation. Before that, I would recall you a little bit about the definition of pronunciation. As we know that pronunciation is the way in which a word or a language is spoken. It is the act of giving the true sounds of letters in word and the true accents, also the quantity of syllables. Pronunciation refers to the ability to use the correct stress, rhyme, and intonation of a word in a spoken language. Pronunciation is one of the most part of English to communicate with others since there are differences between the symbol and its sounds. When we communicate with other people, we should not only have a good vocabulary but also have a good pronunciation. That's why learning pronunciation is very important for us. If we pronounce the word wrongly, it would change the meaning and make the other people confused. In some cases, most students have difficulty in pronouncing sentences in English due to the absence of habituation and proper media. To support good learning and appropriate and affordable media is needed because in fact media is important tool in the learning process. The teacher realized that without the help of the media, the subject matter is difficult for all students and understand, especially complex teaching materials. So there are many ways and media that students can use to improve the English pronunciation skills, such as watching Western films, listening to the songs, listening to audiovisual, and others. Well, the first material today is about word stress. Word stress is the sound stress that occur in the syllable. When reading a certain syllable, it must be in a high and low tone compared to other syllables. Word stress is one element that has an important role in improving the quality of pronunciation in English. It is emphasis a speaker places on a specific syllable in a multi-syllable word. In speaking English, we need to pay attention to the sound pressure or stress that occur in a word. It is intended to speak with a tone that is not flat. If we put stress on the wrong syllable when we speak, it will likely make what we say is difficult to understand, especially if the other person is a native speaker. To find out which syllables is emphasized on each word, we can look at single quotation mark or apostrophe in the phonetic transcription of the word. Usually, we can find in a dictionary or hear the pronunciation directly through talking dictionaries. The example of word stress is education. Here, the sound stress is occur in K syllables. For example, education. Let's move to the next slide that talking about types of word stress. Word stress consists of several types. Firstly, tonic stress. It is a syllable that is on by a word and get the most word stress and intonation. So, one intonation has one tonic stress. One sentence may have more than one intonation and tonic stress. For example, she is waiting for her friends at the grocery. The stress is occur in wait, friends, and grow in grocery words. Usually, the last tonic stress in a sentence is the one with the most stress tone. In the sentence above, the word grocery should get the most stress. The second is contrastive stress. In English pronunciation, it used to explain the difference between one object and another. This function is usually used with words like that, this, those, and this. For example, I think I love these shoes. The third type is new information stress. This emphasis is usually done when someone asks. The information to be obtained must be emphasized. For example, where do you come from? I come from Jakarta, Indonesia. There are several rules in word stress. Firstly is one word is occur in vowel sounds. For example, reading and positive. In this example, the sounds of pronouncing the first syllable is a vowel sound like reading is re and positive is po. So that the vowel sounds. The second is stress only occur in words that consist two or more syllables. For example, jump and jumper. The stress can only be done on one or more syllable. If there is only one syllable, it cannot be stressed. For example, jump. In that word, there is no stress because it only consists of one syllable, while jumper consists of two syllables, that jump and per, so that it can be emphasized. The last is one word has one primary stress. One word cannot have two primary stresses or more, but if there is a word, it must be composed of two words. Stress can occur at the beginning of the syllable or at the end. For example, understand. The stress of the word is occur on the stand syllable, which is at the end, while the positive word, the stress occur at the beginning, that is po syllable.
Okay, I will explain about sentence stress. Sentence stress is the music of spoken English, like word stress. Sentence stress can help you to understand spoken English, even rapid spoken English, or sentence stress occurs when we say certain words more loudly and with more emphasis than others. In English, we stress content words because they are essential to the meaning of the sentence. In general, shorter words or words that are clear from the contents don't get stressed. Then, in the discussion of sentence stress, there are two options. The first one is to stress or contents word. Include noun, verb, adjective, and adverb. Negative words such as not or never also get stressed because they affect the meaning of the sentence. Modal to can change the meaning of a sentence. And the second is not to stress or structure word. Some words don't carry a lot of importance in English sentence. Short words such as articles, prepositions, and conjunctions, conjunction, and text stress. Pronouns don't usually get stressed either because the content after makes it clear we're talking about the be verb and all auxiliary verb then don't carry much meaning, only the main verb does. Here is from this sentence stress, we can say the point is that sentence stress is the word that are impressed in the sentence, or you could say sentence stress is the important word in sentence. For example, the first example is she bought a new car. The sentence stress, we can say stress here is bought and car. She bought a new car. The stress is bought, so is car. The second example is I go to school. We can say sentence stress here is I go school. I go school. This is important sentence or sentence stress. And the last example is do you have any brother or sister? Do you have any brother and sister? The sentence stress here is have. Brother, sister. Have brother and sister is important sentence. And the point is sentence stress is the word that are imprecise in a sentence, or we could say sentence stress is the important word.
Okay, next, now we will discuss about linking. Linking is a basic element of American English pronunciation. Linking is how to connect words when you speak so that two words are pronounced together. It's combining the sound from the end of a word to the beginning of the next word. And American English speakers naturally link sound together. There are three types of linking. The first one is consonant-vowel linking. Consonant-vowel linking occurs when one word ends with a consonant sound and the next words begin with a vowel sound. When this happens, we pronounce the word as the consonant sound have moved from the end of first word to beginning of the next word. Look up is pronounced look up. Turn on is pronounced turn on. And that's an umbrella. The second one is the vowel-vowel linking. Vowel-vowel linking occurs when one word ends in a vowel sound and the next word begins with a vowel. We will add a y sound or w sound in between the vowel sound. If a word ends in the sound e, a, I, or oi, and the next word begins with a vowel, the two words are linked with a y sound. For example, he asked is pronounced he asked. Fly off. Stay out. Then, if a word ends in the sound u, o, ow, and the next word begins with a vowel, then the two words are linked with a w sound. For example, go inside is pronounced go inside. Two other people is pronounced two other people. How are you is pronounced how are you. And the last one is a consonant-consonant vowel. A consonant-consonant vowel occurs when one word ends with a consonant sound and the next word starts with the same consonant sound. For example, red dress. We have to the sound together so the two words are share the sound. Red dress is pronounced red dress. She plays. Look cool. Remember that linking depends on the sound, not the spelling. Look cool. The letters here are different. K and C, but the sound are same. K. So we will link this because the sound are same even though the spelling are different. Look cool. There are exceptions of this rule. We don't link j sound. For example, each choice. Each choice, we have to pronounce two sounds. Each choice. Another example, orange juice. And another one, we also can link a similar consonant sound. For example, cheese sandwich. In the first word end by the sound and the second word begin with the sound, but they have a similar sound, so we can link the word cheese sandwich. Okay, that's all about linking. Next, it will continue about intonation.
Okay, now I wanna explain about intonation. Intonation is about how we say things rather than what we say, the way the voice rises and falls when speaking. In other words, is the music of the language. And in addition, the voice tends to rise, fall, or flat depending on the meaning or feeling we want to convey, like surprise, anger, interest, boredom, gratitude, and etc. And this intonation therefore indicates the mood of the speaker. And there are some types of intonation. The first one is falling intonation. Is the intonation that the voice falls at the end of the sentence, and it is commonly found in the statement, commands, information question, confirmatory question, and exclamation. For example, like, nice to meet you, I'll be back in a minute. The second one is rising intonation. Is the intonation that the voice rises at the end of the sentence. Rising intonation invites the speaker to continue talking, and it is normally used with yes or no question and question tags that are real question. For example, like, do you like your new teacher? May I borrow your dictionary? The third is rise-fall intonation, which is the intonation that rises and then falls. We use rise-fall intonation for choiceless, unfinished thoughts, and conditional sentences. For example, like, are you having soup or salad? And the last is fall-rise intonation. The voice falls and rises usually within one word. The main function of fall-rise intonation is to show that as the speaker is not certain of the answer they are giving to question or is reluctant to reply. And it is also used in polite request or suggestion. For example, like, perhaps we could visit the place. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you in next material. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.